product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media texts?
The brief we completed for our media portfolio was music promotion. We made a music video and 2 ancillary tasks, which were a poster and a digipack.
The main product was to produce a music video that would engage a specific target audience and promote a new album for a new artist. For our ancillary tasks, we produced a 6-panel digipack for our new artist and a full-page magazine advert promoting our new album and artist.
We are now going to look at the codes and conventions of music videos as outlined by Andrew Goodwin. In 1992, he stated that a music video is not primarily a commodity form, but a promotional one.
It means that a music video is not a product you buy, but a promotion technique encouraging you to buy a song. Therefore, his conventions follow this video.
We are now going to apply Goodwin's conventions to a real music video. We have chosen Noisettes, Never Forget You.
What you drinking? Rum or whiskey? Now won't you have a double with me? Tomorrow just feel the boots. Now if you just let me give it back to you.
The first of Goodwin's conventions is that there is a link between the lyrics and the visuals. This is clearly shown in this video with the lyrics Rum or Whiskey and Silver Blue Boots, which clearly highlight the visuals.
Another of Andrew Goodwin's conventions was that music and visuals are linked. An example of this is the pace of the Noisette song and the performance sections.
Voyeurism is included within this section, but not within the performance sections.
The genre has their own type of music video, such as the costume, the colours and the set.
Another of Andrew Goodwin's conventions is that there is a demand for close-ups. In this video there is a close-up throughout the performance sections and at the beginning.
Own-star iconography, quirky style.
We are now going to apply Goodwin's conventions to our music video to see if they are shown throughout.
Music and visuals are also linked to one of Andrew Goodwin's conventions. This is shown through the performance sections and the pace of the clips, where they speed up as the tempo increases.
Don't work hard, don't need money, don't need fame. TV taught me how to feel, now real life has no appeal.
Lyrics and visuals in our own video, TV taught me how to feel. Cash, don't need money, don't need fame. Voyeurism as artists is looking at the camera and aware of the camera, as shown here.
I'm gonna live, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna die. I'm not becoming my own sword, don't need money, don't need fame.
Genres have own style of music video, performance, costume, pace, and is very experimental. In the close-ups when Taylor's radio presenting, to see the Noisette's video.
Star iconography is one of Goodwin's conventions. Our own star iconography is Taylor, as she is being fun, cheeky, energetic, as shown in these clips.
There's no intertextual references, but many music videos don't, such as the Noisettes. As you can see, we have used and developed many of Goodwin's conventions of music videos in our media product. This is mainly because this is what the audience expect, and therefore the best way of promoting our new album and artist.
To also see how our media products use, develop and challenge the conventions of real text, we are now going to look at indie pop genre conventions, as our music video is one of the genre indie pop.
But before we look at this, we are going to consider people's opinions towards genre and the elements they feel a genre consists of.
Ryle quoted that a genre is patterns, forms, style, structures which transcend individual art products. This means that each genre has their own specific styles and conventions, produced through the repertoire of elements which is characters, setting, iconography, narrative and style of the text. Go on.
Whilst looking at the codes and conventions of indie pop, we will also be considering Graham Burton's 6 elements, which he felt made up generic formula: protagonists, stock characters, plots and stock situation. This is because each genre follows their own style of generic formula in their music videos.
Indie pop is a new genre becoming more popular. The conventions of the genre are individuality, cheekiness, quirky, energetic, experimental, unique, and a mixture of band and performance. Artists like Lily Allen, Hoosiers, Kate Nash.
We are now going to look at the real media product and how they follow Burton's 6 generic elements and indie pop conventions. Here are both Lily Allen and Kate Nash's videos. These are both of the indie pop genre, as they have unique and experimental themes and costumes. Lily's also have musicians usually found in indie pop videos. Kate Nash's video is also fun, quirky and experimental, which is linked to indie pop.
Burton also said genres made of certain protagonists and stock characters, as shown here. Also experimental and unique plots to videos, such as Goodbye Mr. A by the Hoosiers. Individuality is a big thing in indie pop. Florence and the Machine uses experimental appearance and decor within her videos.
This is the same for genre of print aspect of advertising album. These Florence and the Machine follow individual style, quirky, individuality, experimental, digipack, which is unusual. Through our ancillary task, our media products develop and use conventions of real media text in genre, which is indie pop. They do this firstly because of the vibe they create through Taylor's actions and expressions. This creates sense of fun and cheekiness and also happiness.
The themes, background and colours also use and demonstrate the individual and cheeky conventions of indie pop. I also feel the layout of our media products, especially our album front cover, follows indie pop conventions as it is very unique and experimental, having the unusual brushstroke font typed over the image.
We also feel that our music video itself mainly uses and develops indie pop genre conventions. This is because it is individual and unique through the wide range of costumes and locations, as well as including embarrassing yet humorous photographs of the artist herself. The editing also follows indie pop conventions, as by having many split screens, including when Taylor appears on the screen 3 times. This highlights the unique style of the artist and her album. This is typical in the indie pop music videos, as artists want them to match their own quirky personality.
An element of our music video which challenges the indie pop genre conventions is that there is no band in our music video. This is unlike the majority of indie pop music videos, as there is usually performance sections with the band and the narrative with the main artist. We did not want to use a band in our music video, as we thought the instruments used in this video are mainly electronic, maybe a keyboard or on a computer. Therefore we felt there was no need to show a band. We also wanted to focus the video on the narrative of the song.
That we have mainly used but also challenged indie pop conventions in our media products, as we have continued the energy, uniqueness and fun into our products, but also left out the balance between a band and narrative.
Conventions of real media products, magazine advert. Artist, band name, record label.
album title, place of purchase of album and single.
Persuasive, eye-catching colours, text and images. Genre of the artist is reflected through the colours, the font and the images.
Prominent image of the band or artist to make them recognisable.
These are all typical conventions of a magazine advert.
Here are some examples of professional magazine adverts for Gwen Stefani and Florence and the Machine. On each poster there is a clear view of the artist's band name and album title.
Both posters state what the artist's album includes, for example her hit singles. This is a popular persuasive technique.
They are both very clear images of the artist, which makes them easily recognisable to the audiences, which emphasises the individual styles.
The main difference about these posters is the colour scheme. Gwen Stefani uses bright colours and Florence and the Machine uses dark. This clearly conveys the music genre.
This is our final media product, which is a magazine advert for Taylor and the Rubies.
We include the typical conventions of a magazine advert, including the album title, artist name, place of purchase and release time.
We also kept our image of our artist recognisable with the use of costume and props and the use of the frame and material included. We also stuck to our colour scheme and font to keep in with our genre and relate to its digipack.
To stand out, we included our album but incorporated it into the main narrative of the poster, instead of placing the album as a separate image at the bottom of the poster. The general conventions of a digipack, as well as realising how we both followed and challenged these within our own project.
Includes images of the artist, band, close-up shots from concerts, instruments. A clear and continued background colour, usually kept simple.
The band, artist name and album title, making the band easily identified, can be included along the spine and on the main cover. List of songs included, or if for a DVD, scene selection.
Symbols or objects that could be associated with the artist's brand image are all typical conventions of a digipack.
Here we can see that a clear image of the artist has been used. As well as this, the name of the artist is clearly shown, and with the name of the album stated also. The fact that Lily is not looking towards the camera, I believe, shows a typical feature of her brand image, being arrogant and overconfident, also reflecting the mood of the album title.
As well as this, the use of the huge letter L shows to the audience that the artist is bold and enjoys attention. On the back cover there is a clear list of song names and also the extra features included with the DVD.
As well as this, huge letters are included of Lily's name, showing continuity from the front cover. We are also clearly shown on the spine of the digipack that this is a special edition. Looking at the background colour, a simple and neutral colour has been chosen in order for the artist to be the main attraction.
Looking at our digipack, I believe we used many of the typical conventions. For example, we kept the background colour simple and neutral, as this would allow images and fonts to stand out much more.
As well as this, we chose to include 3 close-ups of our artist, making sure she was recognisable. We also decided to include images of our artist wearing outfits that were seen in her music video, keeping up with her brand image and making it easy to recognise to the target.
We decided to use a font that we thought would again relate to her brand image of fun, cheeky and lively. The font is bold and quite swirly, which we decided would show this best.
We chose to include the green tape on the front and the back of the digicovers, as this tape was shown at the beginning and end of the music video, allowing the audience to easily relate to the two.
We used large font on the front cover in order to make the title of the album clear, and a strip line separate the name of the artist, again making it stand out. As well as this, we chose to include the symbol of a ruby within the front cover, matching the artist's name, which is also found on the green tape. Overall, I feel we have challenged, used and developed codes and conventions of real media products. This is because we used Graham Barton's conventions for Orange Salutas and Andrew Goodwin's codes and conventions of music videos for our own product, whilst putting our own individual stamp and style on it.